Can the flap of a butterfly's wings in Brazil cause a tornado in Texas? The answer is yes, according to the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect is the idea that a very small, seemingly insignificant change in initial conditions can lead to a very different outcome. If you're doubtful, let me rephrase the question. Can a tiny mutation in a microscopic organism upset the balance of an entire dominant species across the globe? The answer is right in front of us. The world is a bit chaotic right now, so chaos theory can help us make sense of it. Chaos theory is the science of predicting the patterns of unpredictable systems. This theory was developed by the meteorologist Lorenz when in 1961 he accidentally discovered the butterfly effect. Lorenz created a computer model that could predict the weather using some simple equations. One day he decided to rerun one of his forecasts, but he received a completely different result from the original because the computer rounded the data to 3 decimal places instead of 6. The forecast looked similar at first, but over time the change was amplified until they had almost no similarities. The reason why such a small error had such a drastic effect on the forecast was because weather is a chaotic system. This means that it shows nonlinear patterns because it involves more than 2 variables that interact with each other in complex ways. For example, it's pretty easy to predict how a single rod pendulum will move, and making a small change has almost no consequences. But once you add another rod, it becomes a lot harder to predict its movement. Any slight change in its position results in a different outcome, so this is a chaotic system. Okay, we've established that chaos is indeed chaotic. So how's chaos a theory? Well, Lorenz discovered that there are overall patterns to chaotic systems. If you begin with 3 similar starting points, they will soon diverge onto completely different trajectories. But all the points will move around certain regions called Lorenz attractors. This famous butterfly-shaped pattern shows us that chaos is somewhat predictable. So, how can we apply this to the current pandemic? The spread of the coronavirus is actually a chaotic system because it is hard to predict the outcome and it involves many complex variables such as transmission rate and the availability of tests. So, we can use existing modeling technology based on chaos theory to have a better idea of what the future holds. But we can also apply chaos theory to the coronavirus on a much smaller level. Imagine that someone without any symptoms of COVID-19 breaks social distancing and goes in public without a mask. Not that big of a deal, it's just one person, right? Well, the scary thing is that they might be carrying the disease even though they aren't showing any symptoms. So that person could spread the disease to the people they walked past, and this could start a chain reaction leading to a massive outbreak. This is the butterfly effect in action. Just one person's reckless decision can change the future of an entire community. So the next time you think that your choices don't matter, think again. Stay safe and remember the butterfly effect.